But I don't think guilt tripping someone is the way to go in terms of you're a murderer, you're a murderer.
If we were the victims, we'd be jumping up and down screaming for help.
It's a process for everyone, and we're all on our own journey. Technically, I'm half vegan as well.
You can't be half vegan.
I mean, I haven't left cheese yet.
That's like saying I'm half racist. It doesn't work.
No, I'm trying to become a vegan. It's a process. I'm in the process of it.
I disagree. I think you're either pro-animal abuse or against animal abuse, right?
No. Just like it's a lot of dietary and health restrictions, and like I'm trying to like figure it out right now in terms of what works for my body. I have to take a lot of other supplements, so I'm trying to do that. But I am completely
Okay.
thoughtful.
What about this? This is what I'd say to this, right? So when you look at veganism, there's a why vegan and a how vegan.
Yeah.
There's a why you should be vegan is because you're against
I'm
animals and
completely for
slaughterhouses.
it, yeah.
So if you're why vegan, then you're vegan, right? How
Yeah, but-
happens afterwards, but you never like slowly journey towards the.
Yeah, I know. I'm not there yet.
What's stopping you?
I don't know. As a vegetarian, and I have a lot of other health restrictions. I can't have tofu. I can't have soya. So like my protein intake is very, very limited because I have thyroid. I have other health restrictions. So then, for me to become vegan, I have to be able to cook for myself. I'm a student.
Okay.
There are just 100 other factors that I have to think of. So I want
Oh,
to
sorry.
feel like,
If I gave you a card which gave you the ability to research into
Yeah,
the
100%.
giant,
Look up.
then
Look it up, yeah.
there's the card right now.
Perfect.
On here, you go to this website, you put in that code. Would you agree with me that once you know the science is that you can be healthy, that it's the most ethical position to take?
it is the most ethical. It just has to be affordable. It has to be
Yeah.
like it has to be doable as a student who
Yeah.
doesn't have a lot of time to be able to get the stuff, make the food, just those things. But yeah, I'm all for
I
it.
got a question for you, right? If you were the victim, would you accept any of them
I do not
justifications?
have to keep
I do,
going
because you're not
back.
vegan. Yeah, I
I
do.
get it.
But if you were the victim, would you accept? Seriously, would you accept that justification?
Yeah, maybe not.
Right? Thank you for being honest, because that's truth. If we were the victims, we'd be jumping up and down screaming for help. And if you were looking at that screen
I
and
feel
someone
like
was saying,
I'm still very, very close to being there instead of someone. I've been a vegetarian all my life. I'm 26 years old. My carbon footprint, my everything is much lower in terms of.
okay, I'm gonna give you another analogy. Carbon footprint, that's environment, right?
No.
This is a justice movement.
But even if you're a non-vegetarian, if you're consuming meat, you're contributing to
Okay,
climate crisis.
so let me say to
In
you,
your own
I
way.
used to traffic 10 children a week. I'm now only trafficking one.
I'm not trafficking children.
No, I'm giving you an analogy of an injustice.
Yeah, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
if I still traffic one child, it's still an injustice to that one.
But I feel like it's a process for everyone, and we're all on our own journeys. And I'm for it, and I'll look it up. But I don't think guilt tripping someone is the way to go in terms of you're a murderer, you're a murderer. I don't
Is that
think
the
that's
emotion you're
best.
feeling, guilt?
No, I don't feel guilt.
You don't feel
I
guilty?
don't feel guilt.
Okay, what emotion do you feel?
I feel like I can be better,
Yeah.
but it's a process, and I'm getting there. And I don't have to kill myself for it. I think it's a huge battle, and I feel for them. But I am not
See-
consuming meat. I'm consuming sometimes cheese. That's it. I don't consume dairy.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
consume,
cheese is dairy, right?
I mean, I don't consume milk.
Do you know what happens to get cheese? Seriously, do you know what happens?
I do.
What happens? Tell me what happens.
Okay.
Tell me what happens. Come on, quick.
What?
How do you get? Tell me what happens for you to have cheese.
For me to have cheese?
Yeah.
What happens, as in?
Tell me what happens. It has to happen to the cows for you to have cheese.
I don't know.
Okay, so do you know why cows produce milk?
For the cub.
For the calves.
Calves. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you know what happens to the calves when they're born?
They're separated from their mothers so that they don't get the milk.
What happens to the males?
They're killed.
What happens to the females?
They're injected so that they can produce more milk, and they're like,
Okay, so the female calves are separated too. They're put in solitary confinement
Correct.
until they're old enough to become part of that dairy industry. What's the average lifespan of a cow?
but we're getting late.
We're nearly
I
there. I've got
appreciate
two
it.
questions
No,
left.
I know.
Two questions
You're
left.
just like,
I feel like you're getting uncomfortable because I'm just coming down to this point of what you
no,
pay
I'm
for.
not comfortable. I've had this discussion with a lot of people, and
right.
I think I have a lot of other medical restrictions which I have to take care of, which someone like you will find it very easy to overlook and just be like, oh my God, you're killing someone. And
Of course
it's
not.
that
No,
easy.
listen, I'm not. That's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, if you've got medical implications,
So it's
that's
not
fine.
easy to find dietary
But On that card, it will give you the answer,
exactly.
and
So
it'll give you the
I'll look it up.
research.
I will look it up.
All right.
Thank you.
Just remember, the whole time you're just doing it slowly. Them animals are suffering for you still, right? So let's do it now, today. Go and have a coffee and do some research. Make the change today. See you later, guys.